Capricorn, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are good. I'm going to see what wants to come out, past, present, future energy. If this does resonate, like, share and subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. This is the third time I'm starting your reading. I just can't flow. Throat chakra feels sticky. I just feel like I don't know what's going on. We're restarting at 222. First card out, the Hermit. Emperor on back of the deck. Let's see. 8 of Wands. Six of Cups, 8 of Cups. The Star of the Sun. Okay, I had a little angel number come through before I started this reading that I was guided to look at. I'm just getting a little image of that now. 2929. Huge changes on the horizon. Just because these changes are positive doesn't mean that there's not going to be some kind of chaos, that it doesn't come with some kind of upheaval. You're being prepared for these changes. You're being asked to celebrate the small things, celebrate the small wins, come back to nature, ground yourself, spend time sun gazing, grounding, bare feet on the earth, connect to the elements, that kind of energy, time in your own mind. It's like let your inner world light up. Connect to the elements to do this. It's going to help to cultivate feelings of celebration. Be mindful that the feelings you're feeling are your own. You may need a minute to yourself. Something's coming through for me to share. Just today, everything just got too much. I just needed to take a break. So I just went for a walk. I lost my headphones. So I had no headphones, so I could just really connect to the nature sounds. I was pissed that I had no headphones, but I was soon guided to see that there's a reason for this. You think the music is relaxing you, it's distracting you. The electronic buzz in the ear is not helping your headspace. So I just went for a stroll, grounded in the park, laid on the grass, in the sun, just full surrender, starfish mode. It's like, why are you doing what you're doing? Anything that you're physically creating is an extension of you. How is your physical? How is your energy? Are you feeling vibrant? What can you do to feel vibrant right now? These changes coming in, you're going to need to be able to withstand the storm. You're going to need to be able to be the calm in the storm, the calm in the chaos, to be able to move through different challenges, different changes. Look after yourself, nurture yourself. That Virgo energy. Something's taken so long. Something's taken so long because of how big it is, because of how far you're about to take something. Some of you could be working online. I feel like the whole world is online these days, but there's something, it feels like, I don't know, like starting your own platform or just taking something far in terms of the tech side of things. There's an opportunity for you to expand something via technology, or there is technology that you're creating, inventing, working on, whatever it is. Be open-minded to all things, even things that you don't agree with. This is something that I've been learning for a long time, something I learnt the lesson and I still couldn't surrender to the lesson because of my own feelings. But things like using certain platforms, certain companies, certain methods to get ahead when it comes to your mission, your projects, your business, whatever it is you're creating. Like, don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Example, for a long time I was guided to use certain platforms that like ebook kind of platforms, or how you can publish things on a broad broader scale. If you put things out through a company that's already established, and there's many different kinds of companies, it's like if I didn't agree with the company's values or ethics, I wouldn't invest in that. I wouldn't even if it was going to help me get my message out, I wouldn't do that. Still now I'm battling these kind of things. But it's like, what is the intention? How many people could that message help? It's like, do what you need to do to get ahead. Use what you have. Start where you're at. Sometimes you need to walk the path before you can pave your own path. It's like we need to be using all resources, all things available to us, whether they are being run by energies that we agree with or we don't. How is it helping us move forward collectively? How is it, like, how can we use things to our advantage? How can we change the narrative? How can we turn things maybe that aren't so positive? It's like, yeah, maybe creating something like your own platform, your own thing. Some of you may be working on that, like working on a family business or creating something, your own empire, your own company, your own services in some way. But it's like, while things are in the making, to use what you have at hand. Because it's like some of you are waiting for a certain project to get moving, when maybe there's like 3 more projects in front of this project. Something else needs your attention. It's not that something's not going to happen, but something's bigger than you realize. There's more pieces to the puzzle. Come back to the why. Remember why you started. Remember what it was that you were trying to grow. Because it's like thinking, like seeing the whole garden, coming back and planting the first seed, planting the seed. It's like you've been looking so closely, planting these seeds, you've forgotten the bigger vision. You've forgotten what all this is going to grow into. You've forgotten what the fruits of your labours look like when you had this first idea. Do what you can to celebrate, to spark joy, to remember why you started, to enjoy your creations. It's like you're aware there's a lot of things physically changing. You could find your body is physically changing. It feels like you could be shedding, could find yourself really shifting different emotions, going through different feelings. Some of you could be feeling things that you haven't felt for a long while, experiencing outbursts or just certain emotions that you haven't experienced for many years, many months, feeling like you've gone back 10 steps. Trust the cycle of things. It's that catapult energy. There's a lot of changes taking place right now. Things will make sense in retrospect. Trust the vision. Keep the faith. Yeah, things are coming in to move things about, to like unsettle your waters so you can see where you're really at. See what it is you truly want. This is like the last hurdle. It feels like the final test after a period of initiation. You're being pushed to let go, pushed to boiling point. It feels like being mad so many times. It's like that pain threshold. How if something hurts and then that pain gets more and more until it's like it hits a point where it's almost like too much, that it's a numbness. It feels like you could have been pushed. It does feel like some kind of psychological, some kind of mental, emotional test. Being pushed, that having your buttons pushed. Things that are too much to swallow, too much to accept, too much to process, to the point where it's like there is no reaction. 4 on the clock. I'm like, this slightly feels like something I've been dealing with myself recently, and I'm like, hey, this don't feel like love. This don't feel like love. This can't be love. Spirit is love. It's like, yeah, this is love. It's love. It's not mushy love, but it's unconditional love. It's like, yes, you asked for this, now you've got to be able to handle this. It does feel like tough love. It feels like Oya energy coming through, being ripped up from the roots, having to face that inner storm, the consequences of not listening to the inner storm. Yeah, let go. Strength. The world. It's like something's not meant to be neat. Something's not meant to be tidy. You're an artist. You're not meant to be tidy. You're not meant to be perfect. You're not meant to be neat. You're not meant to be put together just so, to be preserved. You're not a waxwork. You're not to be looked at and to be put on a shelf. You're here to grow, to thrive, to be messy, to make mistakes, to get your hands dirty, to look a fool, to find your own potential, to ride that roller coaster of emotion, of life. This isn't going to resonate for everyone, but the outcome here is freedom from stability. That's the clearest way I can put this. It's like freedom from being in a box, freedom of the way. It's like you are the way, you make the way. You're able to let go, to trust in that uncertainty. There's been a huge lesson of patience. It's been needed. This feels like a leadership position, like a role model, someone that others can learn from. Things are very positive moving forward. Things are very fruitful. There's a lot of physical abundance here. But it is very busy. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of money, many streams of income. A lot going on in your physical reality. It's like having to learn how to have a calm head, a cool head. You could have been wondering why situations were coming up to piss you off, tick you off, whatever. Or just like little irritations, like that buzzing, fly around the head kind of energy. You've mastered your emotions through these irritants. This has like helped to cultivate crucial skills for business. It's like even when things are foggy, even when things are going wrong, you can make them go right for you. You don't need to see what's going on to know what's going on. You don't need something to be in front of you. It's like something like you don't need to see it to believe it anymore. This feels like a shift. It's like trusting your intuition, complete faith in your dreams, complete faith in yourself. 6 of Wands, overcoming this this is a huge breakthrough. 6 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. There is some grief here. It's like just doing what you can to let go. Yeah, death. The Magician. Why you want me to see that? One more, please. One more. Interesting. What is this? This is about a relationship, a love situation. Is this something... This is something new. This is about a new relationship that's coming in. It's taken a long time. There's been delays. It's like some of you, it's like in terms of love, or the type of love you've been manifesting, the type of love you desire, transformations happening in your love life, there has been a delay. You could say there's been a delay, or you could say that it's perfect timing. But it's like it come at exactly when it was meant to come, because certain things had to get done first. It's like, when I say certain things had to get done first, it feels like if this person had communicated with you any sooner than they are about to, you would have run from this. You wouldn't believe you're worthy of something, or you would have thought something was a joke, or you saw yourself as a joke. You wouldn't have took it seriously. 10 of Swords. Knight of Swords, Page of Cups, 6 of Cups. You could have been attracting the same kind of relationships for a long time, for a lifetime. I feel like this was coming from some kind of need. Whether it's that like empath, narcissist kind of thing, where needing someone to be controlling, maybe from like an unhealthy masculine or unhealthy feminine kind of way. It feels like trauma bondy kind of energy. There may have been some fear built up about getting back into a relationship, worrying about having to go through something like you've already gone through. There's new love coming in. It feels like there's been such a long period of time. You could have just been focused on work, on making money. Yeah, yourself. It's like focus on yourself, focus on your wealth, focus on your truth, focus on leveling up. Head down, grinding mode. Some of you, it's like the lovers. Some of you, it's like this person's been coming in for a long time, or something's been pending for a long time. Many things have happened to get to this point, for you guys to get to this point to meet. You're going to be meeting this person physically. But it's like this person doesn't want to rush, because it's not a joke. It's like what this person's looking for is something more than something casual. And it feels like it's not so much about they're looking for a type of relationship, but they're inspired to create these foundations, to lay these foundations because it's you. This feels like somebody that knows about you, or that knows you, that's been wanting to come in for a long time, that's been wanting to reach out for a long time, but they've been too anxious to do so. They've been too anxious to share their truth. Maybe because there's been someone else in the mix, or it's like they've gone through a lot of changes. There's been a period of healing the heart, a period of grief. It feels like this person's had a lot going on. It just didn't feel like the right time to commit. This is changing now. Yeah, the Lovers. It's like it's only you. There is no one else. This person's set. It's a very committed, loyal energy. It's a very disciplined energy, very passionate energy. Snake, transmutation. First page it opened on was Mountain Lion, number 17, leadership. Panic is not part of this sacred medicine. You must be constantly aware of keeping peace. However, you can never make everyone happy unless you lie to yourself. This is human nature. Unless you lie to yourself or others, this is human nature. Therefore, the first responsibility of leadership is to tell the truth, know it and live it, and your example will filter down to the tiniest cub in the pride. Responsibility is no more than the ability to respond to any situation. Number 6, transmutation, snake. There is a need within you to transmute some thought, action or desire so that wholeness may be achieved. This is heavy magic, but remember, magic is no more than a change in consciousness. Become the magician or the enchantress, transmute their energy and accept the power of the fire. The Lion and the Unicorn. 35. At first glance, jealousy and rivalry rule the land, but if you look closer, you may see a different picture. Why should you waste your time fighting when collaboration could be so much better and benefit both parts? The one you consider as your opponent might have talents and resources that could be handy for you. Cease the competition and welcome the complementarity. Key question: how could you turn your enemy or antagonist into a friend? Interesting. So maybe there's someone you're working with, someone in your field. It's like learning from each other, being inspired by each other instead of competition. It's like there is such thing as healthy competition, but then it's like really to come away from the competition into that collaboration. How can we be bringing everyone up? How can we be learning together, inspiring each other, sharing our gifts, our talents, our resources, our ideas, our thoughts, whatever it is. Maybe it's just listening. Like, I feel like it's not easy. Like, so many people don't have anyone to listen to them. Maybe it's just listening, just being a shoulder, being someone to really deeply listen to those in need. It could be anything. It's that we all have different skills, we all have different strengths and different weaknesses. How can we be working together to create better? It's like if we was all helping each other thrive, we'd all be thriving. But while we're fighting to thrive alone and stepping on others to do so, it's like we could be pulling each other up as we come up. And it's that thing, it's like you have to walk through the door first, like only you can fit. Go after your dreams. You can't take everyone with you. It's going to slow you down. Yeah, sure. But we can find a healthy balance. It's like follow your heart, do what's right for you. Like literally, something's coming through is like really follow your heart. Like maybe you feel called to help someone, but it's like maybe you feel called to help someone, but then it's like you're working on setting your standard in terms of self-worth, or it's like you want to put your prices up for whatever it is you do, whatever services you offer, but then you feel called to provide a service for free for a certain individual. Maybe that's conflicting with what you're trying to do because you're trying to set certain standards. You're trying to, you're energetically confirming your worth. But nothing so black and white. Follow the feeling. It's not about what you're doing, it's about how you're feeling. It's that abundance truly is a feeling. A feeling first. Although something might make logical sense, like it doesn't make sense for you to give when you're trying to save. Follow the feeling, because it's like that really is that, like, to give, to receive, we must first give, to really get into that flow. Do what feels good to you, not what makes sense. That's kind of the vibe coming through. No more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. The illusion of being trapped. Placing too much importance on material items. Getting caught up in fear and worry. Studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous. Happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly. Yeah, it does feel like a complete surrender. It's like, what do you have when you have nothing? You always have yourself. You can always come back to yourself. You can always come back to yourself. It's like when we're really not scared of losing anything, is when we can really enjoy it. It's like when you buy something new and you're worried about marking it or ruining it in some way, or it getting stolen or something happening, whatever it is. Like when you're thinking about that, when you're attached to the thing, you can't enjoy the thing. There's something here about seeing everything as an experience. You may have continued to lose things, or it's like being broken down spiritually. It kind of feels like really breaking down to break through. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritually minded community. We've got the Hermit, number 9. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. I was thinking today, I was reading something, I was guided to like just pull a page from a book, and it was saying about a mentor, that you should have a mentor. Like when you're going for a spiritual awakening or you're starting that journey, you should really have a mentor. The butterfly. I agree, yeah. Do I have a mentor? No. There's people that I learn from, but then it's like I learn from everyone. I feel like the best mentor I've really had has probably been the cat that came into my life. The black cat that I posted pictures of that I always show you guys. And I literally thought that to myself today, like, who is my mentor really on a daily? And it is the cat. Like when I'm in a bad mood, she'll just come and check me. As soon as I'm about to do something that I don't really want to be doing, that doesn't align with me, there she appears. Like if I go to smoke, I'll just, all of a sudden she'll come out of nowhere and she'll just be staring at me, and it's like, people will be like, really, the cat's not telling you this? The cat is staring me in my eyes and I can feel, it's like, and she won't move, like she'll just stare. Like, have you ever had someone stare at you where it's so awkward, it's so uncomfortable? Like they're just looking through your soul. Like no matter where you move, it's like I'm trying to hide from the cat. Like to the point I turned around and looked the other way. Like look at my back. Like look at my back. Like don't even look at me, because I feel bad. Because I know I don't want to be doing what I'm doing. And she's just been such a help, even in terms of opening my heart, learning lessons of like just people's true nature. It is what it is. In terms of mastering my own emotions so that I can be around her when she's clearly not been treated too well in terms of her emotional reaction. It's like, she has been my greatest mentor. I'm not saying go and get a cat as your mentor, but there's something coming through here about finding a mentor, being a mentor. Even if you are a mentor, you should have a mentor, student, teacher, that kind of energy. we can always be learning. There's always more to learn. There's always something we can share. There's always something we can teach. Who are your mentors? Who are you learning from? Maybe it might help to have someone to keep you accountable, or even guide you into showing you how you can keep yourself accountable. That thing of a true teacher doesn't do it for us, but they show us how to do it for ourselves. There's something you're building here. Not everyone needs to know about this. Not everyone needs to know details. You can have some of you, and this may be for the women out there, or some of you maybe, I don't know. What is this? There's some jealous energy coming through. It feels like there's just some jealous energy coming through. That catty kind of energy. Not the mentor kind of catty either. There's just some jealous kind of energy coming through here. Not everyone needs to know what you're up to. Not everyone needs to know what you're building. Something may not be as it seems. People's true intentions. Just because someone's saying nice things doesn't mean they're thinking nice things. No need to get all suspicious, but trust your gut. Although it's like you want to feel like you can share certain things with people, just because you should be able to. If you know that you can't, don't do it just because you should. It's like, oh, this one should never have done this. I didn't expect them to do that. They did. Or it's like, oh, I thought that this person might do this, but I thought they'd never do that. It's like, you know. Don't risk it. It's not personal. But you got to be a bit sassy to pull off what you're pulling off here. Aggression, the badger, mountain lion, 17, 19, buffalo. Yeah, there's no time for nonsense. There's no time for some kind of jealous outside energy, or someone that's trying to, someone isn't what they seem. Someone's integrity ain't intact. This feels like a friend or an ex or someone that likes you. It's coming through slightly like that childhood crush energy, where when it's like that stereotypical thing of when a girl fancies a boy or a boy fancies a girl, like when they're young, that they are horrible to them. Or it's like this person likes you, but your happiness irritates them. I don't know. I don't like it. But there's big things going on for the future. Squirrel, this like getting nuts in order, gathering, getting things in order, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with, gentle, sensitive, kind, and inexperienced. Yeah, there's certain energies you're not going to want around this new person, this new lover. Got the 9 of Pentacles, guys. I only pulled one card from this deck and we've got the 9 of Pentacles. That's a pretty strong card. Let's see what it's saying. Everything is getting better and you can enjoy the rewards of your endeavours. Perhaps take a little time out to enjoy some of the luxuries of life that you have been recently lacking. Stimulating your sacral chakra will give you the life force energy you need to enjoy this phase. If anything is bothering you, remember that you can be an independent soul, totally self-sustained, although perhaps not out of choice. You need to rely on yourself now. Take control of the situation and put the wheels in motion. Okanite will help to remove any self-doubt. That's this crystal here. Again, not heard of that. Okanite. O-K-E-N-I-T-E. To help remove self-doubt. We've got the frog. The path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. Huge breakthrough here, guys. There's new love coming in. It's a new life coming in. It feels like you're going to feel bad about having to let certain individuals go. Or it's going to feel bad having to accept that certain people don't maybe think of you how you thought they did. But it's like the quicker you take the trash out, the better. Because there's too many blessings coming in here. Things that you truly value, things that truly value you. We've got number 33, Yehudia, the treasured chest. He is considered the archetype of God's works, fully integrated with the angelic world. He always defends good, understanding, kind and loving. He is well connected and recognized by everyone. He knows how to control his interior world, adapting to reality and realizing his hopes and dreams. Planet Jupiter, reasons for invoking: to reveal hidden situations, to recognize traitors and discover their plans, to reveal to us our defects and mistaken attitudes. Page number 29. Angel number 29 come through earlier, and I can't remember if it was in this reading that I mentioned it or the other two readings I did for you guys. I had to restart. Something about changes coming in, huge changes. Just because these are positive changes doesn't mean there's not going to be some kind of upheaval. There's not going to be some kind of challenge. It's positive, but it's still going to be, you're going to need to have your energy right. Focus on what really matters right now. Solar plexus, self-confidence. My self-discipline and willpower will significantly help me in my efforts to move forward and grow. I am free from the need of approval of others. I face each challenge with determination and courage. I am determined to live my life to its full potential. I am strong and capable. My actions speak louder than words. And root chakra, patience. As I observe in nature, growth takes time. This is a time for reflection, persistence and surrender. As things unfold at their own pace, I remain calm and tolerant during any challenging times. I develop quiet hope and expectations based on trust, both in myself and in a higher power. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If this did resonate, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.